Welcome again to the Terns, presented by the Summer 2026 District K interns Olivia Gerling-Perez and
Cecilia Reyes.
To introduce myself, I am a rising senior at the University of Houston, majoring in political science with a minor in legal studies. I aspire to go to law school to become an attorney with a focus in healthcare law. I'm an intern for District K under Mayor Pro Tem Martha Kasich-Tatum, and I am originally from Pearland.
And I'm Cecile, a rising sophomore at Georgetown University, majoring in public policy with a minor in law, justice, and society. This summer, I'm also interning for District K under the Mayor Pro Tem Martha Kasich-Tatum, who is also my city council representative. Now, to turn it over to our guest, if you could please state your name, what school you go to, and what your major or field of interest is.
So I'll go first. My name is Matthew Whitehead. I am a rising senior attending Southern University A&M College. I major in finance, and being a rising senior, my next goal is to go into law school to pursue sports and contract law to further my goal into becoming an NFL or collegiate general manager.
And I'll go next. I am Randall Tucker. I'm a rising sophomore at Morehouse College, majoring in finance, and I'm originally from Houston, Texas as well. And I'm happy to be here today. Once I go through college, I plan to do corporate law.
Okay, so we have two future lawyers, period. What first caught your interest about working in the city's controller's office?
Working in the city controller's office really got my attention from being a finance major. And understanding that the controller's office is a watchdog over the city of Houston's finance, it made me want to engage in that even more because I understand what public service does. With my internship last year, I was able to do what you guys are doing, being in District K, and I wanted to kind of further that more so into my major. So translating that to my major, I really fell in love with the controller's office and what that does. So I just wanted to really engage myself in that. So,
yeah. And I guess going to me, while being a finance major at Morehouse, I had a lot of classes that kind of talked about public policy. Just within the school in general, that was a big topic on campus. A lot of people would stop between classes and, discuss different things that were going on in the world. And last year, same as Matthew, working again in the city, I worked in the mayor's office and really got the opportunity to learn what it means to work in public policy. And so I kind of wanted to tie that more to my finance background this year and kind of do a little more work towards the financial reporting and those types of divisions so I could better understand what I want to do throughout college and then prepare myself for law school, as I said earlier.
And so I understand that there are different departments in the controller's office. So can you talk about your division specifically and what do you do?
Okay.
So there's 4 divisions within the controller's office. There's financial reporting, which I'm in. There's audit. There's treasury. And then lastly, there's executive, which
Operations too.
Operations as well. And so what I do in financial reporting is more so, it speaks for itself. I just feed back the information that we gather either to the people or to the city council members.
I'm working in the executive department, so I'm basically getting the opportunity to shadow the different departments and really just understand what it means to be in different areas at one time. Currently, Matthew and I have been working together a lot more on financial reporting within these past few weeks. As like he said, they just launched the act for, and not only that, they certified the budget for the fiscal year of 2027. So it's been a pretty unique process being able to shadow all that and get to understand the mindset and the qualifications that go into certifying the budget. And the different things I get to do kind of aid everybody else's department. So I kind of get to tag team along with Matthew and the different interns that are working in operations or even treasury to just build a better experience for myself and understand what it is that I can gain from this and what I want to do after it. But it's been an amazing process. And currently right now we're actually working a whole nother division. We're doing an audit project. So neither of us are in audit, but because we work in the city controller's office, it's more of a collaborative event. Collaborative department, so we get to kind of do anything, and they just assign it to us, and we get it done. So,
So actually, you were kind of answering my next question. Are you working on any personal projects during your internship?
Yeah. So, like I just said, we're working on an audit project, looking at HR's hiring processes, and just kind of doing a different audit on that. So, just a little background for those watching. Audit basically, looks into every department and determines, they don't make a justified decision on whether it's right or wrong, the processes that they're doing. They just gather a consensus of what all is going on within that department, whether it be right or wrong, but they don't form like a bias or anything or form like an assessment.
Prosecution against the department.
They basically just look at your company or look at your department, and determine and basically write a list of things that you all are doing, so. it's pretty cool. Any projects you want to talk about, Matthew?
A recent project that we got done with early on was the budgeting report. Again, with Will and financial reporting, we did a structural budget report. So we found a city in the United States that has a structural balanced budget. And for those who don't know what a structurally balanced budget is, it's a budget that oversees all expenses for that fiscal year. So anything that goes on within this fiscal year 27, it's covered. And there's no deficit, which means there's no type of loan or credit we may need to pull from the savings.
Yeah.
And I found Charlotte in North Carolina, and what they do, not to talk too much about another city because I love Houston.
Gotta make it down.
But of course, man, H-Town down. But Charlotte is a great city for their structural balanced budget, more so because they foresee and predict market for the future. So they try to oversee the next 3 to 5 years, so they plan for that and make sure that their budget can oversee for 3 to 5 years. What city did you do again?
I did New York. I'm not gonna speak on the I'm not gonna speak on where New York is, but it was a pretty cool experience looking at another city and really determining whether or not their budget was structurally balanced or not, because we as the city of Houston look to one day have a structurally balanced budget, and that's one of the biggest things that the controller office tries to make sure that we can get at some point. Maybe we haven't necessarily had it in the past, but we want to look towards it in the future. So that's one of the biggest things we do.
To, I guess, compare a little bit, because I am wondering, what would the difference between what you're doing now in the public sector differ, like financially differ, than if you worked at the private sector? Like, would the projects look kind of the same?
So the main thing that would happen, the government can't do any investments privately. They have to do, they only can invest in bonds and equities of that nature. So they're not able to invest in private stocks. So because of that, the investment portfolio looks a little different for the city. Whereas we'll buy bonds from other city. People can buy bonds from us, but we can't jump in like S&P 500. Like we can't jump in just anything and invest. So it's a different process, and I think that would be the biggest thing for us as finance majors. Like, those are all the things we're looking at. Like, we want to jump in the S&P 500. We want to look at, Truth Social and really understand what's going on in the market. Whereas the city treasurer, Vernon Lewis, he has to do something completely different. Everything is city-based. He can't do all of the things that, a private sector would be able to do, as far as, like, investing, like, maybe private oil and gas, stuff like that. Like, we get to do that as citizens, and the city doesn't have the same luxuries.
What's something you didn't expect or something that shocked you when coming into this position?
Audit.
Man.
Audit. And I don't say that in any negative connotation, more so how big it actually is and how important and a necessity it is. To have a unbiased investigation team financially to go through things and understand what's going on and just say, here are the facts, not here's the story.
Yeah.
Because they don't go after the story. They want just what's going on, and I'm going to deliver that to you.
Right.
And it kind of made me respect it even more because you're just trying to find out information for a solution. And opening my eyes to audit was kind of like breathtaking. And I really appreciated it more to a sense that I will be looking into it afterwards. So.
Another thing I like to add to that, I'd say the companionship. Like, as interns, I mean, obviously, you expect to sit in your little cubicle and work, but that's actually the opposite of what this internship has been for us. We've been able to work closely together and just be able to interact with each other every single day. On the projects, we work together on the projects. We get to kind of collaborate and put our heads together and really create a better result and a better outcome than if we were working solo or independently. And that's beautiful because I didn't have that luxury last year. I was the only intern in my specific sector, so it was like it was kind of cool this year. Definitely being able to interact with other people and get that companionship that you should be able to grab from an internship.
I was gonna touch back on what you said earlier about the companionship.
Yes,
the supervisors, they actually really do care. Almost every week we've had these lunch and learns where we've learned about the different departments in the city controller's office. And they've really been not only hands-on in the lunch and learn and teaching us, they've been hands-on in just trying to guide us throughout this internship. And so it's just been very much of a blessing to have people who want to pour into you almost every day with new information and new knowledge to take your financial career skyrocketing. So I just want to mention that a little bit.
That's good mention.
Has your view of the city changed since the start of this internship? Like maybe how you see the people of Houston or the government of Houston?
Yeah, I mean, Houston's a beautiful city. That's my only pull from this. Like, man, the being able to work within the city and really pour back into the city that's poured so much into you. You learn what all went into the behind the scenes of what you were just doing as everyday life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you learn who fixes the freeways, who's fixing that pothole that I keep running past. And then it's like it's so much that goes into what the city does that you learn to appreciate the city even more. Like the people who are in it working, and it's amazing to see, you know, Houstonians coming to work for Houston. Like a lot of the people that I talk to within the job, they're all, you know, obviously they were born and raised in Houston. Well, some of them, you know, but it's so good to see people who were born and raised, not just born and raised, but people who are here, living here, just providing back to the city that, you know, they live in. It's a beautiful thing to see, because you can always be somewhere and take from it, but it's another thing to give something back. And I feel like the people who have really been able to just maneuver around the city and work for it have really done some beautification throughout the city, making our city lively.
No, I agree. I know when I came into this, the reason I applied for this internship was because I just wanted to learn more about how my city operated.
Yeah.
And I've definitely learned so much stuff that maybe I could have like looked it up myself, but firsthand experience, like firsthand like witnessing and like getting taking calls from people and then having to send that information to a certain department and learning like firsthand, like, oh, this department like handles this, that department handles that, or this actually isn't a city issue, this is a county issue.
Right.
Like
No,
that
Heavy on that. Heavy on that.
Going from council member and going from here, you definitely, yes, you appreciate the different departments very much. And then also transitioning to controllers, I definitely say seeing the finance, what goes in, pours into it. Like the recent change with solid waste. They moved that, going back to the budget, that got moved from a general fund, which means it's already paid for, you don't have to worry about
By
it.
taxpayers.
By taxpayer dollars, to an enterprise fund, which means it has to be paid for. Things like the airport, that's an enterprise fund. So now people are having that $5 fee for their trash. So things like that, seeing that, it's been an eye-opener, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is one thing being told like this changed and like seeing it like, wow.
Right.
So we are going to move to a little game that we prepared.
We love a game.
Okay, so we are going to play Jeopardy.
Ooh.
We won
It's-
Jeopardy.
It's
Yeah, we did.
Houston themed Jeopardy.
Okay.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Barbecue.
Okay. So rock, paper, scissors.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, cool.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Understood.
Let me try facts of H-Town 200. Try something.
Facts of
you know.
H-Town 200. What yearly event in Houston engages over 35,000 volunteers?
Volunteers.
And you got to answer in Jeopardy form.
Right. Volunteers. Ooh.
It was easy.
10.
You said
Right.
it was easy.
What is the
Nine.
Houston Rodeo?
Wrong. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. that was good.
All right, Matthew.
Can I do reps of Houston 200?
Reps of Houston 200.
Ooh.
Who is the Texas Congressional District 18 representative?
That's great. That is. Mayor Pro Temp is gonna be very disappointed in me.
Ooh.
Hey, it's Texas congressional, not
You-
Houston. You know, not Houston.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you live in District 18.
This is my representative.
Yeah, I was about to
This
say,
is
our
this is
representative,
our
yeah.
representative.
I think it's a lady.
It's not Al Green.
Oh, is it?
Cause I know. Now it's coming to my head.
Oh, countdown. 5.
4,
Pass.
3.
Just let me see.
All right, Randall,
Yeah.
would you like the chance to answer?
I'm gonna say. What's her? Oh my goodness, I can't think of her name. I think it starts with a J, but I'm gonna.
Something
pass.
about Jasmine
It's
Crockett.
it's
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jasmine Crockett.
Who
Dallas.
is Representative
Serious?
That's Dallas, brother.
It's not a-
Menifee?
it's not a
Oh,
woman.
bro, we knew this.
That's why I was like, I couldn't.
We knew this. Controller was just out of town with Christian Menifee. Come on now.
All right,
Who's
all
next?
right.
Who's
Randall's
next?
next.
I'll go history of H-Town 200. Let's take all the
Alright.
200s away. Why not?
When is Houston's birthday?
713.
Oh.
July 13th.
not
July
713.
13th. Nah, I'm playing.
No.
But,
832.
man, 21. No, I'm playing. I don't know.
Ooh, oh,
I'm not
so
sure.
You're not getting it then.
No, I'm not sure.
All right, I don't want to go anything 300. let me get
Froggy.
I don't jump. I'm gonna do Houston.
Houston?
Let me do history of H-Town for 100, please.
This Houston artist is the most awarded and most nominated artist in Grammy history with 35 wins and 99 nominations.
What is Beyonce?
Yay!
I say it's wrong because he said, "What is Beyonce?
That's
Who
how
is
you-
Beyonce?"
Okay, let's act like
I feel
let's
like
not
you're
act like Beyonce isn't the brand.
Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. I
Okay,
can
then.
dig
All
that.
right,
I can
Randall, it's
dig
your
that.
turn.
I want to go reps of H-Town 100. This has to be like who's the mayor, right?
Oh. Hey,
I'm
hey.
gonna go.
What is?
This is a tricky
Who
one. This is a
is-
Yeah,
really tricky
this
one.
should have been a 300.
This
I'm gonna
man
be
needed
honest.
1,000. What? Who is John Whitmire?
Good job, brother.
It's an even game. It's an even game.
It's an even
Oh,
game.
oh, it's-
No, it's not even anymore.
Uh,
Hold on, let me catch up though.
All right, Matthew,
Facts
it's your
of
turn.
H-Town 100.
hey, we running from that 300
Oh
game.
my
We running,
God.
I'm running
Oh,
too.
brother, I don't want to see
This
it.
university holds the most students in Houston with an enrollment of 48,000 students.
Somebody might be going there. I don't know.
Hey, just maybe. Just maybe.
Is
Not
it,
sure though.
Is it the one with the Tigers or the Cougars? What is University of Houston?
Go Cougs!
Shout out to my dad. He just recently graduated with his master's at U of
Hey,
H.
let's go. That's great. That's
Good
amazing.
job. Okay, Randall, it's your turn.
Guess I've got nothing else to do. Let's see.
Your hands are tied.
Facts of H-Town 300.
All right.
Let's try something like that. A little pop culture.
This body of water flows 53 miles from Katy to the Gulf of Mexico.
From Katy.
So that's West.
Right. I'm gonna try this. It could be wrong, but I'm gonna try this. What is the San Jacinto River? Oh man, I didn't think the Buffalo Bayou flowed through Galveston. That's crazy. That's long.
They should have said negative 200. Let's go ahead and mark that. He was wrong.
Oh wow.
300, actually.
Well, you go down, but it's gonna be negative 200.
Yeah, that's the finance in me.
Okay.
Can I please get
one or the other.
history of Houston 300?
When was the Houston Metro established?
Come on, you have to know. You have to know this.
Just because I take it does not mean I learn the facts of it.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I pay my Metro Pass and I get on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Father God be with me. I want to say, I'm going to go decades. 70s, 1970s. I'm going to go decades. I'm going to just throw a net out there.
Okay.
That's still 70s.
1979.
I feel like that's still
70s. That's still 70s.
That's the end of the
That's
decade.
70s.
That is the end of the decade.
So 1970.
Is it a part of the decade?
Give him
brother?
half the points.
I'll
Yeah,
take
I'll say half.
I'll take
Because that
half.
wasn't. That
I'll
wasn't.
take half.
Yeah.
I'll take half.
Make it a fair game. You know, if I just lose this one, I lose it.
Well, there's one question.
There's one. Matter of fact,
But you know what, man?
Matter of fact, y'all wanna
Oh, should this be like
Double?
triple points or something?
Triple,
That would be
double.
crazy.
Okay.
Last
You know,
question.
Okay.
winner takes it all.
okay.
Winner
Okay.
takes it all.
I like that.
First one to say the answer, honestly.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's get it.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
We may both not know.
But
it,
I
so-
have to finish the question first, okay?
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Speedy Gonzalez.
What Texas senator has held office since 2002?
Oh, I had a guess, but I don't want to say it.
First one to answer.
2002.
Oh,
Who
wait.
is-
Who is John
Cru-
Whitmire?
Ooh. I was gonna say who was Ted Cruz,
Is it Ted Cruz?
but
No.
I didn't think that was right. I said I didn't think
It's
that was
the
right.
other senator. Does anyone know his name? Oh,
No.
By the way, Senator John Cronin's seat is up for election this election cycle. Ken Paxton is the Republican nominee, and James Talarico is the Democrat nominee. So remember to vote this November 3rd,
Vote, guys,
okay?
vote, guys,
And
please.
you send your mail-in ballot, okay?
Yeah, got
Send your
to.
mail-in ballot.
So our winner for our Jeopardy game is Matthew.
It feels good to be a winner. Mom, I know I made you proud. Father, I honor
What
the
about Mayor
last
Pro
name.
Tem?
Can I not get all my names off?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Mayor Pro Tem, you know our relationship is always solid. Love to District K. Love.
So now we're gonna move into youth and community. So what's an issue you see in your community?
I think the biggest thing that I see in my community, the biggest issue, is what we just discussed. A lot of people who, recently turning 18 aren't on the mindset of voting, and they don't understand how important voting truly is in their, even in their region. Even as small as your county, voting is heavy, and it truly is a embodiment of what it means to live in this country. And I feel like if you don't take advantage of that, then you're shorting yourself. You're shortening yourself on one of the biggest things that we have here in America. Not only that, but I feel as though we need more youth advocates for voting. Just us doing what we're doing here, talking on this podcast, is reaching youth. And I feel like we need to do more of that to show that, that we are voting. We are putting ourselves out there. We are allowing ourselves to speak up on our behalf, because we are the generation. We are the voting generation currently. So if we don't speak up, then we don't get what we need in this current generation. So I think that's the biggest problem. Now, the biggest thing we can do to address it is not only making voting more accessible to younger individuals, but reminding them of the power that they have when they vote. They get to control, or not control, but they get to choose who leads them, who represents them, who stands on their behalf in certain rooms that they're not able to sit in. And I feel like that's so powerful for youth to understand. And I feel like that doing these things are a better way, or is a way we can get more young people involved in voting.
How can you follow that? But no, I'm gonna go on a more positive tangent. I live in Texas Medical Center, so I get to more see stuff in District K, and I love seeing the volunteer work that I see in my district. Mayor Pro Temp is one that loves to do volunteer work and give back to her community, and always getting that quick text of saying, hey, we have a volunteer opportunity. Do you want to give back this drive? We're meeting at maybe Fellowship Church or just another community center event. It's very engaging to know that somebody as a council member really wants to be hands-on with her community.
Yeah.
And really wants to tap into the different people that may feel like they don't have a voice to speak up or are even being heard. And seeing that, it kind of makes you want to give back, because it's a trade-off. Mm-hmm. If you can use your elected position to benefit our community, why could not pour back into the community I already live in? So I just really want to highlight that, because it's one of the biggest things I see in my community.
Are you aware or part of any civic clubs or local organizations in your community?
Yeah, so I recently turned 18 going off to college. Like I said, I'm currently a rising sophomore at Morehouse. Mm-hmm. So the things I've done on campus at school have been pretty much what I've been doing civically. Getting involved. I'm currently in the Collegiate 100 program at Morehouse College, and this next semester I'll get the opportunity to have different volunteer opportunities. I actually got the chance to register to vote in the state of Georgia. So it's pretty cool being a college student, being able to pick or vote on who is going to represent me in the state that I go to school in, which is a completely separate talk from from the place you live. Because if you're going off to school, if you are going out of state, or even if you're staying within the state, that's a whole different thing. Getting to decide where what's going to happen around your funding, that's a big thing as well. Like not everybody goes off to school with a full ride scholarship. So just having that, being able to really choose who gets to represent me and help me look good on the state's behalf is amazing. Those are the kind of the civic things I've been able to do. I'd like to get more engaged throughout this year. But for my first year, I think I did pretty good. Did a lot of community service. Hey, I think I did not too bad.
Hey, ended off with a bang.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at Southern University, I currently hold the position as president for Pre-Law Society. Ooh. And that is really the overseeing of students who want to go to law school, and we're getting you prepared for it. And one of the things we've recently been doing is going back to advocating for voting. And we're really trying to tap into these students to understand that voting is real and it's a real power. Because a lot of kids, especially in the Baton Rouge area, they may feel as if my vote doesn't matter and why should I? It's not, my one low vote isn't going to change anything. And you're trying to kind of persuade students to understand that it's not just you, it's bigger than you, because you have a community of people who will vote like you and who have the same wants for where they live like you. And we also try to host different community events. We at least try to host 60 hours of community service a semester. So different things like that, trying to pour back into Southern University.
I guess just to ask one last question, what do you think people in office should do then to grab the youth's attention?
You have to be personable and put your feet where you're talking. Whether you go out to different districts and have city halls, or have recently the controller had a 713 day at an R&B place, and he tried to engage with the people and just have a great time. Not necessarily educate anyone on anything, but just celebrating the city of Houston and just embracing the people and getting to know people. Because like I said earlier, and an RT also affirmed it, if I can have a relation with you, I can trust you and I'll hear you.
Yeah.
And if the public doesn't have that open arm to want to grab out, the government is going to be able to touch them. And you're going to have that non-communicative process where government's going to do what they do and people are just going to suffer in silence. And it's hurtful because you have no relationship. So I feel like people just need to get personable and really engage with the youth. So
and I kind of wanted to add to that really quickly. So last week, the city controller actually took some of us, the interns, to DreamCon, where he did a speech and gave a resolution to the members of RDC World One, the content creators. And I think that type of stuff, and even the mayor, he went to FIFA, he went to one of the World Cup games, met I Show Speed and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of involvement we need in our type of community, because we look at these people so often on social media. When we see our leaders getting involved with those types of people or showing interest in what we have interest in, like Matthew said, it creates a relationship. And that's where it starts. So doing more things like that.
Well, that concludes the 5th episode of The Terns. We would like to give a special shout out to Dr. Shannon Walker Library for letting us use their podcast room again. And a very special thanks to our guests, Matthew and Randall from the Controller's Office, for joining us today. Don't forget to tune in. Oh, of course. And don't forget to tune in for our second to last episode next week.
Y'all go vote.
Bye.
go vote, go vote, go vote.